We shall now begin with the felicitation ceremony. I request Dr. Prasanna sir to kindly accompany Dr. Ajay Chandanwale sir, Joint Director DMER Maharashtra, onto the stage.
I request Dr. Krishna Kadam sir to kindly accompany Dr. Vinayak Kare sir, Dean, BJ Government Medical College, Pune, onto the stage.
I request Ms. Ashwini to kindly accompany Dr. V.G. Watwe sir, former President, Indian Psychiatric Society, onto the stage.
I request Dr. Prasanna to kindly accompany Dr. Brigadier MSVK Raju sir, former President, Indian Psychiatric Society, onto the stage. I request Dr. Kadam sir to kindly accompany Dr. Arun Marware sir onto the stage. May I now call on stage Dr. Ivan Netto sir, Chairperson Forensic Psychiatry and Law Specialty Section, Indian Psychiatric Society, to give his welcome address.
On behalf of the organizing committee, I welcome you one and all to this National Forensic Psychiatric Symposium 2020, organized by the Maharashtra Institute of Mental Health and the Department of Psychiatry, BJ Government Medical College, Pune, in collaboration with the Forensic Psychiatry and Law Specialty Section of IPS. A warm welcome to our dignitaries from the government service. A warm welcome to Dr. Sadhana Taide Madam, Director of Health Services, Maharashtra State. We just got the information that Dr. Sadhana Taide wants to be present, and she is now presently on the expressway, will arrive here probably 11:30 a.m. Then we have also a warm welcome for Dr. Ajay Chandanwale sir, Joint Director, Directorate of Medical Education and Research, Pune. And also our beloved Dean, Dr. Vinayak Kare. We are also happy to have with us Dr. Mohan Agashe, the first Director Professor of MIMH and the past HOD of the Psychiatric Department, BJ Government Medical College, Pune. Dr. Mohan Agashe was responsible for establishing the Maharashtra Institute of Mental Health, and I was fortunate to be working with him at that time. A warm welcome to our office bearers from the Indian Psychiatric Society. Online, do we have Dr. N.N. Raju sir, the President of the Indian Psychiatric Society. Then we have Dr. Vinayak Kumar, the President-elect of the Indian Psychiatric Society. Dr. Arbinda Brahma, Honorary Secretary, IPS. and Dr. Om Prakash Singh, editor of the Indian Journal of Psychiatry, and Dr. M. Alim Siddiqui, the treasurer of IPS. They are at present in another conference in Ranchi, and they were promised to connect online. So if you got them online, you can please connect them. A special welcome to the Forensic Psychiatry and Law Specialty section of IPS, who will also be connecting online. So welcome Dr. Vinod Kulkarni, our advisor, Dr. Vijay Kumar Harbi Shettar from Bangalore, he is the convener, and Dr. Lakshmi Naresh Vadlamani, EC coordinator. A warm welcome to our past Indian Psychiatric Society presidents, Dr. V.G. Vatve and Dr. Brigadier M.S. V.K. Raju. Dr. Arun Marware, President of the IPS West Zone, Dr. Umesh Nagapurkar, Vice President of the West Zone, Dr. Parmar are also present with us. A warm welcome to all of you. Dr. Tufan Patti has come all the way from Bhubaneswar to attend this conference. He is the head of the Department of High-Tech Medical College, and he is going to, sir, if you could please stand just so that people see you. And sir is going to be the chairperson, the chief organizer for ANSEPS 2023. Give sir a hand. A big welcome also to the SMART group, Dr. Kalmeg and his associates. We also very happy to have with us the head of department from D.Y. Patil Medical College, Dr. Suprakash Chaudhary. Also, head of the Department of Armed Force Medical College, Dr. Surgeon Commodore Kaushik Chatterjee. We have also heard in the last panel discussion the HOD of YCM, Dr. Manjeet Santre. We also have Dr. Jyoti Shetty, the HOD of Bharati Deemed University Medical College, and Dr. Sharmishta Deshpande. A warm welcome to all of you. We have the president of the PPA, Dr. Jyoti Shetty, the IPS Pune president, Dr. Swati Joshi. Dr. Swati Joshi, would you please just stand? Oh, she might have just gone out. And all the SMART group people. Last but not the least is a warm and loving welcome to all our past BJ GMC alumni from the Department of Psychiatry. Please give them a hand. Their visit to this department will be okay. Their visit to this department should be like a homecoming. Dr. Swati Joshi, we just mentioned your name. Please stand. The PPA president. Yes, thank you. We are happy to inform you that we have delegates from many of the states outside Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka and Uttar Pradesh, and also Orissa. At present, from the registration desk, I've been told we have clocked 200 registrations, 30 online and 170 offline. But many of the online registrations are bigger groups attached to big medical colleges and various All India institutes. We are proud to say that we have organized the National Forensic Psychiatric Symposium for the 6th consecutive year. (2017, 2018, 2019), the delegates came in person. And that time, Chandanwade sir was our dean at that time. In 2020 and in 2021, due to the COVID pandemic, this forensic symposium was conducted in the webinar mode. And now this is the post-pandemic era where we have now gone into the hybrid mode. So we have online and offline delegates. I am happy to say that this activity began when Dr. M.S. V.K. Raju sir was the Indian Psychiatric Society President of India. Thank you, sir. We have distinguished resource persons from different parts of India, both from the government and private sector. We have various types of mental health professions: psychiatrists, psychologists, psychiatric social workers, and psychiatric nurses. We also have dignitaries from the law and police services to enlighten us on the current theme. Due to the Ganesh festival, bandobast and all, many of them are not able to be present, but they will join online or come only at that time. So they are going to enlighten us on the various forensic psychiatric issues in 4 panel discussions. We are grateful to our Director of Health Services, Dr. Sadhana Taide Madam, who has graced this occasion with her presence and is coming all the way from Mumbai especially for this function. Dr. Ajay Chandanwade sir, our respected joint DMER, our beloved Dean, Dr. Vinayak Kare sir, has encouraged us and supported us in this endeavor. Otherwise, this program would not be possible. Dr. Ajay Chandanwade sir is a quiet person behind the scenes. At a certain time, the MIMH was on the pause button, but after sir took over now, again it's gone, and MIMH is grown by leaps and bounds. All the alumni were looking forward that we are going to organize the program at Pashan, MIMH. But due to some technical issues, we could not have it this time. But I would say you could all visit the site and get impressed. I'm happy to introduce our Dean sir also here. We are proud to say that he is the first professor of psychiatry to become a full-time government dean of a medical college, and of this college in particular, which never had a dean from the psychiatry department. So we are very proud of you, sir. And when we get empowered when our dean is the psychiatrist, is the head of this institution. So a lot of permissions sir has just given us right, left, center. So we're very happy to have sir here. He has really encouraged us. I would not be able to express my thing about Dr. Nitin Abhivant. Nitin Abhivant sir is here? Yeah. So Dr. Nitin Abhivant is our dynamic young team leader, and he has worked tirelessly for this program. I don't know, my eyes were almost closing, but I think sir left this auditorium somewhere in the night at 12 o'clock or more. He works tirelessly. Even for the MIMH projects, he's up and down to to Mantralaya, to the director's office, as if he is going to MG Road in Pune, So a big hand to Dr. Abhivant, who has galvanized us and led us as a team leader to organize this program. Senior colleagues, postgraduate students, friends, online and offline, a warm welcome once again to all of you. I hope this symposium will be a time of updating yourself in your professional knowledge and a time of fellowship where you can meet all of us. Many of my PG students and past students I'm seeing here, some of them are looking quite senior and all that, so I'm just waiting to talk to each of you. So with this, I end and I hand over to the next.
We will now begin with the lighting of the lamp ceremony. I request our respected dignitaries to kindly come forward and light the lamp. Moving on with our felicitation ceremony, Dr. Sadhna Taide Madam, Director of Health Services Maharashtra, is going to be joining us shortly. I request Dr. Netto Sir to kindly felicitate Dr. Ajay Chandanwale Sir, Joint Director DMER Maharashtra and Director Professor Maharashtra Institute of Mental Health Pune.
I request Dr. Abhivant to kindly felicitate Dr. Vinayak Kale Sir, current Dean, BJ Government Medical College, Pune. As a psychiatrist, we are proud to tell that Dr. Kale Sir is the first and only psychiatrist to hold the post of Dean at BJ Government Medical College, Pune.
Dr. N.N. Raju Sir, who is the current President of the Indian Psychiatric Society, has not yet joined us online. He will be joining us soon.
I request Dr. Chandanwale to kindly felicitate Dr. Mohan Agashe Sir, who requires no introduction. Not only Sir is a renowned actor, but also the first Director Professor of Maharashtra Institute of Mental Health, Pune.
I request Dr. Kale Sir to kindly felicitate Dr. V.G. Watwe Sir, the former President, Indian Psychiatric Society.
I request Dr. Thorat. I request Dr. Thorat sir to kindly felicitate Dr. Brigadier MSVK Raju sir, former President Indian Psychiatric Society and also past President of SARC Psychiatric Federation.
I request Dr. Kadam sir to kindly felicitate Dr. Arun Marwade sir, the President of IPS Western Zonal Branch. Our esteemed Indian Psychiatric Society office bearers are currently traveling and are trying to join us online. We would like to extend a warm welcome to our esteemed office bearers. Dr. Vinay Kumar, President-elect IPS, Dr. Arbinda Brahma, Honorable General Secretary IPS, Dr. Om Prakash Singh, Editor, Indian Journal of Psychiatry, Dr. Aleem Siddiqui, Honorable Treasurer IPS, Dr. Vinod Kulkarni, Advisor, Forensic Psychiatry and Law Specialty Section IPS, Dr. Vijay Kumar Harbi Shettar, Convener of Forensic Psychiatry and Law Specialty Section of IPS, and Dr. Lakshmi Naresh Vadlamani, EC Coordinator of Forensic Psychiatry and Law Specialty Section of IPS. I would now like to request Dr. Ajay Chandanwale sir to kindly speak a few words.
Good morning, everyone. Respected all the dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, and those who are online. We are here to present in the 6th Such Union National Forensic Psychiatry Symposium. As we know, because of COVID, the last 2 symposiums they were in online format. As we know, mental health has become the integral part of overall health system. But still there is a amount of stigma and lack of awareness about the mental health illness within the society. As we know, there are heavy shortage of professionals in the field of mental health. So Maharashtra Institute of Mental Health is a baby of Dr. Mohan Agashe. We have started 20 years back, and now it has been formulated and formed in Pashan, and sir, very soon will be shifting there in Pashan. As we know, Maharashtra Institute of Mental Health has the objective of generating manpower, giving training as well as awareness and research field in the mental health. Maharashtra Institute of Mental Health has started MPhil courses in clinical psychology, psychiatry social work, and MSc psychiatry nursing, as well as it conduct the certificate courses in counseling as well as psychiatric rehabilitation. As we know, mental health is a very important, because today I read in paper in the morning that those female having IUD or post-delivery dead child, that lady will get the 2 months rest for the physical as well as mental health. They have mentioned especially the mental health as well as the physical. That means now we are creating awareness regarding the mental health. That is the greatest achievement on the behalf of government for our mental health illness program. So, considering this opportunity that we are following the Mental Health Care Act, where various issues are being faced by the practitioners regarding the mental health in day-to-day practice. Now, considering this symposium, I think with the discussion with of the experts as well as the deliberations, this will be helpful to the delegates, those who are attending this conference. And considering this symposium, there are the various topics as well as marriage, mental health law, telepsychiatry, PASCO. These are the discussion topics to be discussed today, and I think it will be very useful to those delegates who are attending. I take this opportunity to welcome all the dignitaries as well as those who are participants, those who are attending this symposium, not only from medical profession but as well as from police department as well as law department. I give my best wishes for success of this symposium. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for gracing this occasion with your words. I would now like to request Dr. Vinayak Kare, sir, to enlighten us with his kind words.
Good morning to all. Dignitaries on the dais. There are many ex-presidents of IPS, then president of IPS West Zone. Then you all are aware of the psychiatrist and actor, Dr. Mohan Agase, sir, who is a founder director of the Maharashtra Institute of Mental Health. Raju, sir, ex-president IPS. Watwe, sir, ex-president IPS. Netto, sir, he's continuously been attached to the Department of Psychiatry, BJ Government Medical College and Sasno Hospital. Then Marwale, sir, he is current president of IPS West Zone. And Dr. Nitin Abhivant, a young and a dynamic head of the Department of Psychiatry, BJ Government Medical College and Sasno Hospital, Pune. All the dignitaries just sitting in this hall and all the delegates in the hall and who have been attending this symposium online. So first of all, as a head of this institute, being ex-professor and head of Department of Psychiatry, BJ Government Medical College, I welcome you all. So now this is very interesting symposium. Continuously for 6-7 years, it conducted by Department of Psychiatry. And now this today's symposium is jointly been organized by Department of Psychiatry, Maharashtra Institute of Mental Health, and IPS Forensic Psychiatry Division. So it is a very pleasurable moment. So now, sir has just told that still the mental health psychiatry is having a stigma in the society. So I will start with the definition. Whenever I speak before the students, either in undergraduate or postgraduate, I start with the definition of the health. So the community medicine has taught us in the curriculum, in MBBS course, the definition of health. So definition of health is not a merely absence of disease or infirmity, but it is a state of well-being, physical, social and mental. So there is a one component which is very important, and that component is a mental component. So I am sure that nobody can dare to ignore the mental component of this definition. this very interesting national symposium being organized, and you are part of this symposium today. 4 interesting panel discussions are being kept in this symposium. Eminent speakers are going to enlighten on these given topics. And I'm sure that this symposium will be a great success. So now I'm very thankful to the organizers. Especially I can take the names of Dr. Netto, Dr. Nitin Abhivant, Dr. Nishikant Thorat, and all the team of BJ Psychiatry Department. And my special thanks to the MIMH Director and the current Joint Director of the Director of Medical Education and Research, and the ex-dean of this medical college, BJ Medical College, Dr. Chandanwale sir, IPS President, Dr. N. Raju, IPS Forensic Psychiatry Convener, Dr. Netto sir, for this successful organizing of this symposium. I will not take much time because after this we are going to have the panel discussion, next panel discussion. So I am thankful to the organizers for giving me this time. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. I would now request Dr. Mohan Agashe, sir, to kindly enlighten us with his kind words.
All the dignitaries on the dais, dignitaries in the hall, all the delegates, students, and anybody who is going to listen. I'm very happy to be on this dais again. I've spent 40 years in this Vastu, starting as a student and retiring as the Director Professor of Maharashtra Institute of Mental Health. This is what is called as, and lacking today, is a long relationship. लोक संसार करत नाही 40 वर्ष hardly. So from my student days, for different reasons I have to be on this dais. All my theater and everything has been done here. And today I am here to speak about this national symposium on forensic psychiatry. So where we have come in all these years, I think what should naturally come to a human being, what should naturally come to a family, what should naturally come to a society does not function anymore unless it is dictated by law. I think this is a serious situation for reconsidering where are we and how the need of mental health has increased many folds from before. I hope eventually the courts don't decide who should get married to whom, who should have children, who should not have children. Right? If our entire behavior has to be dictated by the law, that's an index of how low the social mental health has gone. As far as I am concerned, law begins where understanding ends. And mental health stands for understanding human beings and understanding that part of a human being which is not perceived physically. So as I have said always, why mind is important. The motto of our institute was, mind matters, not the matter. Or mana eva manusha. Because I've always seen mind as the content of body, and body is only the container. And now this symposium entirely relates to how your every activity relates to mental health, which is not functioning, and so you have to take support of the legal system. While developing the institute, also I have come across several rules because of law, which can be very difficult. Our effort should be, instead of making new laws, amending old laws, right? If we can try to improve the individual and social mental health, eventually many of the laws should become redundant. That is my dream, but as you know, many dreams hardly come true. This national symposium and the growing importance of forensic psychiatry, right? And as in the last session, Mrs. Sarode said that it's not only the lawyers, but the judiciary, other doctors, and other professions in the society should be sensitized to mental health, which is very true. We have become extremely aware of our physical health and importance of exercise for our physical health, importance of healthy food for our physical health, importance of medicine and technology for longevity of life, which is decided by only two physical functions and not mental functions, and that is breathing, respiration, and survival. Whereas our life is entirely dictated by mental health, which is the content of that body. And when I see the fitness centers, health food centers coming around every corner, which are not complemented by psycho gym and healthy, nutritious entertainment, I think the growth of mind and mental health is going to be affected. So if we have to move from mental illness to mental health and mental well-being, I think we should clearly understand the healthy food for mind and healthy exercises for mind, and how to differentiate between healthy and nutritious literature, healthy and nutritious poetry, healthy and nutritious paintings, music, theater, and cinema, particularly last two, because last two combines all the earlier ones. That's the food. It's not enough to learn to read and write. There should be a guide and there is a teacher to tell you that you can read what you should read, what you should not read. Tyajya kaya hai. Similarly, unless in our training of psychiatry and mental health, we train people on how to see, what to see, how to listen, what to listen, how to smell. All this sensory system in our culture are termed as jnanendriya. And these are our antennas. Just few days ago, I saw a film about olive turtle Ridley, the sea turtle, and the advanced scientific research has put an antenna on this turtle and let the turtle go back to sea water to get several information about the sea life. What is? Similarly, human being is sent in this world with these 5 antennas of seeing, listening, smelling, touching, and the information which comes through these antennas has to be processed by the intelligence, which develops much after developing all the sensations. And that processing unit also needs to be healthy to know, differentiate what is a good sensation, what's a bad sensation. And cinema is the language which speaks not only language of word, but language of image and sound, which primarily is a language of emotion. We are all taught about intellectual development, not about emotional development, and majority of the core dilemmas are arising out of emotional problems and being tried to solve intellectually. So unless there is an alignment between healthy emotional and intelligent development, we do not expect a bright future, and I'm extremely worried about that. Now the psychiatry you will learn is far more different from the time I learned. There were hardly few drugs, so we were compelled to be innovative, to find out the other ways of treating a patient and improving the relations. And now we think only drugs can improve relations. This is a serious mistake. And if we want to reduce the importance of forensic psychiatry, which is needed, but it should be needed not as a routine, it should be needed only in exceptional circumstances. I pray our scientific, social, intellectual development goes in that direction. And thank you all for listening to my, sharing my thoughts, allowing me to share my thoughts with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. It is always an honor to hear you speak, sir. It gives us immense pleasure to inform everyone that the artwork of our felicitation gifts have been prepared by our psychiatric patients of BJGMC and MIMH Pune. I now request Dr. Nitin Abhivan, sir, to give the vote of thanks.
As Organizing Secretary, it's the task given to me give the vote of thanks of the felicitation ceremony. Obviously, I will do that, but before that, I want to put some points which I think should be put. Some may agree, some may not agree. There may be difference of opinion. That is a platform. This is a platform where we should share the difference of opinions and respect each other's opinion. So first of all, even though we are prepared everything and have prepared this felicitation program, but it is my personal opinion that this program should not have been there, or it should not have been any conference, because I have gone through this, how to manage the people, to get everything done, to handle everyone. It takes a lot of energy which can be invested in academic activities, for which the symposium or our CMEs are meant to be. So this is my frank opinion. Maybe people may agree, may not agree with this thing, but this is my opinion. And I like what Agassi sir has said, that is totally right. We are speaking only about intellectual, but we are forgetting about the emotional. In fact, even the curriculum of our MD and other branches, they are more on the psychopharmacology rather than non-psychopharmacological management. In fact, we see in the most of the residents, they are very good with the drugs and the medications and the side effects and doses. But if you tell them to do some non-pharmacological management, it is very difficult for them. So I think as a platform of the IPS, maybe we should have some changes in our curriculum which will have emotional aspect or other non-pharmacological aspects taken into consideration in their curriculum, so that ultimately what Agaji sir was saying about the forensics and legal and laws, the role of those issues which are now becoming more prominent may be reduced, and we will be good social animals, and social human behavior can be expected from all of us. So with that, I will start with the job for which I have been here. So to start with the vote of thanks, first of all, I would like to thanks our joint Dr. Chandanwale sir. Again, like he is the director of MIMH. Those who are in Pune or Maharashtra may are aware of this thing. He is the director of MIMH since 2015. There is a lot of opposition even from our fraternity why orthopedician should be the director of state level mental health institute. But again, there are some positive points also, negative points also. If you can see the development of MIMH which has happened during his tenure, even though he is not a psychiatrist in the last 5 years, which we all of us think is imminent. There are a lot of things which needs to be done at the policy level, at the secretariat level, for which even though you are expert as a technician, as a clinician, that doesn't matter to the desk officer who is sitting in the Mantralaya. He needs something else, and that skill, I guess, we all as a technical experts or as psychiatrists are lacking, which very few of the doctors or few of the professionals, health professionals, has that skill, and Dr. Ajay Chandanwale is one of them, who has that skill to move out all those files with the desk officers and getting the approval, sanctions, which is really needed at the highest level. And I am really thankful to Chandanwale sir for being present here for this occasion. Despite of his busy schedule, he has just came from the operation theatre. He was operated on the knee replacement in the morning. Despite of that, had came here and given his time, valuable time for this occasion. So, Dr. Chandanwale sir, we appreciate your dedication and hard work given to this symposium. Along with Dr. Chandanwale sir, our own Dr. Mohan Agashe sir, as we all know, like he is the senior most among us and everybody knows him. Even at this age, the physical and mental energy which sir has, it's really inspiring for all of us, sir. Whenever we speak, whenever we meet, he always speaks about MIMH. We have never speak about any other issues. But seeing the dedication through which sir still is having at this age, even though he is now retired of all the government service, is not binding on him to be bothered about institute or about the mental health in Maharashtra. But still, he is very much concerned about the mental health institute and overall the mental health. We can see the way he has spoken about he has touched the very basics of the human beings. And so, sir, we really thank you, and we are thankful to you for giving us the time and giving for this, not only for this symposium, but overall for the Department of Psychiatry, for the field of mental health, and even for the MIMH at the overall. And we will assure you, sir, it is your dream, like MIMH is your product, but we are trying our best to see to it that kit flourishes and it develops very well, and maybe in the near future we are expecting a lot of things might happen. Along with Agaji sir, like I would like to thank our senior psychiatrist Dr. Vatwe sir and Raju sir, our ex-IPS presidents, being here for this occasion and sharing the dais and their wisdom with all of us. Our own Kade sir, our dean, as Neto sir has said, being a dean of our own department, has a lot of issues solved at the administrative level, and he has been always helpful for us for even for organizing this conference. Despite of his busy schedule, he was regularly taking the reviews, what is the progress, what needs to be done, what need not, what should be the changes. So we are thankful to Kade sir for giving his time for this symposium, sir. Arun Marwade sir, West Zone President. So coming from all the way from the Aurangabad and sitting here and sharing the dais. Along with all these things, which formality I have to do, those who are on the dais, but we also respect or much more than those dignitaries who are also up the dais, not only on the dais. So all my seniors, my colleagues, my juniors, from mental health professionals, here the crowd is not only of the psychiatrists. We have psychologists, we have psychiatric social workers, we have psychiatric nurses, the 4 pillars of a mental health services which are required. So the crowd is a mixed crowd. So I thank to all the people from the all these 4 streams who have been here, who have been sitting here. There will be more discussion, there will be important panel discussions which we are going to have, wherein other people are going to contribute. So I thank all the dignitaries who are of the dais for being here at this moment and gracing this occasion. Along with this, I will also like to mention that this conference is organized by MIMH and Department of Psychiatry without a single or without any financial help from any pharma company. Whatever you see here, all the arrangements has been done through the registration charges only. I agree there will be some deficiencies, some lacunae in the management because of the financial, but this is my honest belief. Whatever we have done, we have tried to follow what the NMC says. We are not saying like we are the best and we are with best, but whatever best possible, we have given our result. If there is something is wrong, something is lacking, then the responsibility will be mine. If everything goes well, the responsibility will be my team. The team comprises all my residents, all my MIMS staff, medical students, MIMS teachers, MIMS students, MIMS clerical staff who have been very helpful for all of us. So I thank all my team members for helping us and making this symposium so it comes true. There are people who are available online also. There are a lot of queries offline, online, but we have solved that. So I am thankful to all those dignitaries who are available online, not only of the offline, for giving here the time and being gracing this occasion. So I thank all the people on the dais, off the dais, who are present on the this auditorium, who have been come here for this symposium, for giving their valuable time. If there is any mistake, it is my mistake. If there is any difficulty, lacking, as I said, it is my responsibility. So I accept that thing. Because of our financial constraints, we may not be able to do some things, but whatever best we can do, that I have tried with the team of all my colleagues and everyone, so that everyone who is here, it is an academic feast. Rather than non-academic activities, we have tried to save the money on non-academic activities. We have tried to give more importance to the academic activities, which are more important for the clinicians. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. This brings us to the end of felicitation ceremony. We will be moving on to the second panel for the day, which is Implementation of Mental Health Care Act 2017.
Everyone to kindly remain seated. We will be starting with the second panel shortly.
Moving on to our second panel for the day, Implementation of Mental Health Care Act 2017.
Call upon stage our moderators for the second panel. I welcome Dr. Vinayak Kade sir. Sir is the Dean, BJGMC Pune. Sir was the past head of the Department of Psychiatry and Deputy Dean of Grand Government Medical College and JJ Group of Hospitals.
I would like to call upon stage Dr. Mohan Agashe sir, who is the first Director Professor of Maharashtra Institute of Mental Health, Pune. I would also like to call upon stage Dr. Tofan Pati sir, who is Professor and Head of Department Psychiatry, High Tech Medical College, Bhubaneswar. He is the Vice President, Association of Industrial Psychiatry of India, and also an organizing chairman, Thursday Musings to complete 107 episodes.
Our panelists for the second panel are Dr. Sadhna Taide ma'am, who has joined us online, the Director of Health Services Maharashtra. Ma'am is an obstetrician and gynecologist and also the Director for State Blood Transfusion Council, Maharashtra.
Dr. N.N. Raju sir, who will be joining us online is the President, Indian Psychiatric Society. Sir has held the post of Professor and Head of Department of Psychiatry in GVP Medical College, Visakhapatnam.
I welcome Dr. Suresh Badamat sir, who has joined us online. He is the head of the Forensic Psychiatry Unit in NIMHANS, Bengaluru. He has notably played an instrumental role in the drafting of the Mental Health Care Act 2017.
I would welcome Dr. Soumitra Pathare, Director, Center for Mental Health Law and Policy at Indian Law Society, Pune. He has notably provided technical assistance to the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India in drafting the Mental Health Care Act 2017. I would like to welcome Mr. Arjun Kapoor, lawyer and psychologist, Center for Mental Health Law and Policy. He is a program manager and research fellow in Center for Mental Health Law and Policy.
I would now ask the moderators to kindly begin with the panel discussion.
Dr. Sadhna Taide madam, she is a director of Public Health Department, State of Maharashtra. She is joining online. So I request madam to start.
हेलो हेलो
या
अरे बाबा, अरे आवाज साईडच येत नाहीये मला.
आपका आवाज आ रहा है, प्लीज कंटिन्यू.
मला पण आवाज नाही येत आहे तुमचा तिकडनं, काहीच आवाज येत नाहीये.
मॅडम तुमचा आवाज येतो ऐकू. हॅलो,
येतोय?
हा, तुमचा आवाज येतोय.
मग मी स्टार्ट
चालू करा.
बोलायला. हा, स्लाइड दिसत आहे फक्त. आता मी ठीक. ओके, ठीक, थँक्यू. Good morning, all the delegates who are present here. I hope that I am audible to all of you. At the outset, let me thank the organizer of this conference for giving me an opportunity to speak on Mental Health Care Act 2017 and its implementation in Maharashtra. I'm also, please accept my apology also because I joined little late and inconvenience caused by that. Sorry for that. There are many questions regarding the implementation of this Mental Health Care Act in Maharashtra. And let me tell you that the government is in कोर्टाच्या कटघरात ज्याला आपण म्हणतो. तर so the government is standing there right now regarding this Mental Health Care Act. But friends, let me tell you that we are not neglecting this act, but we are in the process of implementing this act. What are the facts? I will let you know. So we all know that the Mental Health Care Act 2017 was enacted on 7th April 17 and it came into force on 29th May 18. Mental Health Care Act 17 provides the right-based approach to persons with mental illness. It provides mental health care services to persons with mental illnesses. And it protects, promotes, and fulfills the rights of persons with mental illness during delivery of mental health care services. And this is the basic of this act. Next, please. The short background of this act is that the United Nations Convention on Right of Persons with Disability, this was adopted by United Nations in 2006 and the total changes in Disability Act was accepted by United Nations in 2006. After that, the India also agreed to this and they assured them that will definitely make changes and rectify this Disability Act. Next, please. The milestones of these acts, as you all know that in 2010, the process of drafting of these mental health bills was started. Then the national and the regional consultations took place. November 13, the Parliamentary Standing Committee report came out. 16 Rajya Sabha and 17 Lok Sabha passes this bill. April 17, the Mental Health Care Act was signed by President and the rules and regulations, they were declared by central government in May 2018. These are the short milestones of this act. Next, please. The guiding principles for these Mental Health Act is that the basic is a person with mental illness. That was the basic of this act. And all persons have basic human rights, which includes the right to equality, liberty, and dignity. All persons must be given autonomy to make choices they consider the best for themselves. Everyone has a right to fulfill participation and inclusion in society, and no person can be discriminated against because they have physical, intellectual, cognitive, and psychological disability. These were the guiding principles of Mental Health Care Act 2017. Next, please. The basic of this act is that this act contains almost 16 chapters and 126 clauses. Its inclusion of patient rights, that is the main, what you will say in Marathi, that is the GABA of this act. It safeguards the persons with mental illness and right to access quality care. The newer options like advanced directives, nominated representatives, etc., given autonomy to person with mental illness, these are the newer options which are available in this act. The decriminalization of suicides that is also there in this act. Free treatment for BPL patients, destitutes and homeless is also there in this act, and decentralization of mental health care has given the most importance in this act. Next, please. So now, what is the implementation of Maharashtra? The most awaited question everyone has. So, for the effective implementation of Mental Health Care Services Act 2017, we have taken many actions. The first and the foremost was to establish the Maharashtra State Mental Health Authority. And friends, let me tell you that we have already established the State Mental Health Authority for effective implementation of Mental Health Care Services Act in October 2018. However, we have conducted many meetings during this year, and after expiry of 3 years, again the non-ex officio members of said authority are newly appointed recently, and I hope that the GR will come anytime within next week or so. So the second phase of mental health, State Mental Health Act is going on. The district mental health review boards, they are also in place. Initially, we have started the 8 review boards in Thane, Pune, Nasik, Kolhapur, Aurangabad, Latur, Akola and Nagpur, and they have started functioning also. So this step is also taken in Maharashtra. The mental health review boards, the district judge is a chairperson. Under district mental health review board, we have other non-official and official members as per the Act. Next, please. So now the rules and regulations. We have already drafted the rules and regulations for Mental Health Services Act 2017. As in Maharashtra, there are very less psychiatric functionaries. We do not have the healthcare workers, the social workers, the clinical psychologists, which are the qualification which is told in the Act. So accordingly, we prepared our rules and regulation. We have already sent it to central government, but the central government refused us to give any diversion from the rules and regulations they have prepared. And therefore, Maharashtra has to prepare the new rules and regulations according to the central government rules and regulations, and we redrafted it and again sent it to central government for approval on 6th of September 2021, and we are still waiting for their approval. And I hope that within this 1 or 2 months, definitely the central government will give us approval for the draft rules and regulation, and this act will be passed in Maharashtra and will be implemented very soon in Maharashtra. Next, please. But we have not stopped here. Whatever the clauses are mentioned in the Act, we have already started implementing those clauses. So the most important clause in the Mental Health Care Act 17 is right to access mental health care, or I would rather like to say that the decentralized services available in Maharashtra. Friends, you all know that we have 4 regional mental hospitals having more than 5,000 bed capacity. The most important and the oldest hospital, which is situated in Pune, is 2,540 bed. Thane we have 1850 bed. Nagpur we have 940 and Ratnagiri 365. So all the 4 regional mental hospitals, they are scattered all over Maharashtra and they are in the 4 corners of Maharashtra. We have 10 beds reserved for mental health patients in 34 district hospitals. At the same time, most of these district hospitals now handed over to medical education, and definitely the medical education has a mandatory psychiatry department for their 3rd year students, and therefore they will definitely have a better psychiatry services through these district hospitals. The district mental health program is already implemented in Maharashtra way back in 2014-15, and now we have extended this district mental health program to all our sub-district hospitals and to rural hospitals. We have almost 400 sub-district and rural hospitals in Maharashtra. They are situated in each and every taluk of Maharashtra. So friends, we have not stopped here. The outreach activities through these district mental health program, they are also available. Moreover, we have extended our services at PSC level also, that is primary health center also. Until today, I'm happy to tell you that 1098 PSCs, they are having Manashakti clinic, and weekly they are providing these mental health services to the patients. The PSC Manashakti clinics, they are run by the basic doctors who are trained through NIMHANS and our psychiatry department. Friends, the subcenter is situated at every 5,000 population, and we have a community health officer in place in these subcenters. And through these subcenters, through e-Sanjeevani OPD, we are providing mental health services to the people who are living in the villages. 104 telephonic helpline is also available for all the patients and the community, through which the telephonic helpline is available and anyone can access this telephonic consultation. Next please. The Telemanas. With the help of Government of India, very soon we are going to implement this Telemanas, a centrally sponsored scheme which mental health services will be provided to mental patients and community through telephonic counseling. The scheme is proposed to be started at Regional Psychiatric Hospital, Thane, Pune and Medical College, Aurangabad, and AIMS Nagpur will function as a mentoring institute for Maharashtra. So, this is also in place. Right to community living, that is another clause in the Mental Health Act, and we are already started implementing this. The halfway homes, they are in place with the help of Social Justice Department, and let me tell you that today almost more than 200 patients from all the 4 mental hospitals who are recovered and who are well settled on treatment are shifted to these halfway home for rehabilitation. There are 10 functional daycare centers which are available at the district hospital, and also the rehabilitation centers, the de-addiction centers we are developing in a district like Gadchiroli. Next please. Yes. We are also implementing right to protection from cruel, inhuman and degrading treatment clause in Maharashtra. The ECT which we are given is always under short GA. The hospital staff is also trained to handle the aggressive patient without harming themselves as well as to the patient. Right to equality and non-discrimination is already implemented in all 4 mental hospitals and wherever the indoor facilities are available. Next please. And of course the confidentiality of the mental illness is maintained. Right to personal contacts and communication is also available in all our hospitals, and definitely the right to make complaint is their right and we are respecting them. Next please. So, what are the duties of appropriate government? The main thing is that to promote the mental health and preventing programs, all mental health days are celebrated. We are promoting many of the mental health care acts, and for this, the Psychiatry Society is helping us. Recently, we got a program like Gav Tithe Manasopchar, and the Psychiatry Society, Maharashtra Psychiatry Society has helped us a lot for this program. We are creating the awareness regarding mental health for reducing stigma and associated with the mental illness. We have trained our Ashas, maximum Ashas, and through these Ashas, they are creating awareness at the village level. The appropriate government shall take measures to address human resource requirement of mental health services, and that is the most important. We have already accepted this challenge, and through the program of Center of Excellence, let me tell you that the 3 of our mental hospital, we have already started courses for clinical psychologists, social workers, psychiatry social workers and psychiatrist nursing. So, and we have got approval for the psychiatry nursing post at Thane and Pune for 2026, and within 8 days we'll be definitely starting this courses in our hospital. Let me also tell you that the 4 seats of MD psychiatry is also approved for these 2 mental hospital, that is at Nagpur and at Pune. And with the help of the medical education, we are developing these courses. Next, please. Next, please. Next, please. Yeah. The e-Manas software, which is the most important software where we are going to register all the mental health care field workers and all the functionaries. And yes, we are in the process of developing that, and very soon we'll be getting this e-Manas software active in Maharashtra. Next, please. Yes, so these are the things which Maharashtra is implementing, and let me tell you that there is a hope even when your brain tells you there isn't. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, madam. Thank you very much. You have given a very good information in this symposium, and I am very thankful that you have given very valuable time for this symposium from your very busy schedule. Thank you very much, madam.
Yes.
Hello. Our next speaker is a gifted child from school days to his medical career, and he is a gold medalist in psychiatry, which I remember very well because I was his examiner. And he is also one of the modern rebels, you can say, who is fighting for justice and welfare of mentally ill patients, and not necessarily only being a psychiatrist, but extremely well versed with law and dignity and rights, human rights issues. So I request him to make his presentation for training for the implementation of MSCA 2017, because he and I also know very well many things can go wrong in the implementation and the blame may come to the act. So let's get the clarification that we don't make mistakes in implementation of the law. Thank you.